in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, 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 let the light shine through. In the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for
Bro, who muted me? Who muted me? Caesar, what's up, my man? James, booyah. Luigi, what's up? Good morning. And Avathus, good morning. How we feeling, boys? Hopefully, you guys had a good session yesterday. We'll get into that in just a little bit. We got open and still 45 minutes. Pulling back now. I had a long here, as you can see. We'll get into that. But if you got any questions, always fire them off in the chat. We'll hang out here pre-market and then jump over to ASFX TV, which is where I'm live streaming every day. But you could join for free. So just use code FIRST, get your first month free, as well as the full strategy is included in that as well. So that's what we're game planning for today. Okay, we're pulling back now. I had a long here. We'll get right into that, and then we'll go into yesterday's price action. Let's bring it to the 15 minutes, shall we? On the 15 minute, as we pull back down a little bit lower now, you can see my long right off the VWAP. We had a nice bullish move overnight, small, right? But from this overnight VWAP, pull back, money to be made scalping there, money to be made scalping here, and money in my long when I'm finally awake to break it back higher there. So this is the VWAP that pays. We obviously don't have the New York VWAP yet. That's going to come in at the open, but that's the reason for the long. It's clearly buyers in control overnight, moving us higher underneath. Let me play the longs off of a VWAP. I don't want to be chasing it up here, chasing it up there when pullbacks could just randomly come in because we don't know how high it wants to go before pulling back, right? So you could long it here and make money to there, but you just never know how much further it wants to run, right? So you long it up there, there's no more in it. All out of gas, it pulls back down. Same thing. Oh, wow, look how bullish this looks. And you long it up top, you're fucked. For what? You might be on the right direction of things, but you might have a terrible price. So when I can get it close to VWAP, I like it. Because if this does break lower where my stop is, I'm going to be flat out wrong on the direction. Not a bad price, not a bad VWAP. It's just wrong. I'm wrong in the direction. Just like Monday and Tuesday. I didn't have a bad price. I sold it off of VWAP or bought it off of the New York VWAP. I was just wrong. Wrong read. My bad. Trends going the opposite way. Those are the losses I like. Because let's bring this to the 1 minute. I long it off of the VWAP, which I know pays me. So if I lose this, like I said, I'm wrong on us wanting to move higher. All right. I thought I had a good read on it. We're actually moving lower. Where if I long it up here, I could be wrong on direction, but also there's a chance I'm right on direction. It just wants to move lower here and then higher. So I'm like, why did I lose? Why did I lose a long if we're moving higher? That doesn't make any sense. So that's why I like price close to VWAP. And I think all of you do as well. Jesse, what's up? Good morning. Nate, good morning. But that was that. Short-lived. Got a quick little pop up to the high day. Pretty damn near max win on that. So that's why I'm also going to get out of that 513. The most I can make is 600. So we'll take that. Get into yesterday's trade in just a second. I have a markup of my trade. Did I delete it already? So here's the trade here. You can see the stop loss at previous structure to the left. Give us room to hold because if it's going to keep these higher lows off of VWAP, keep me in. So I don't want to be tagged out here because I'm not wrong yet. I'll be wrong if we break lower here. We might be below both VWAPs now and moving lower. Structure is changing. Okay. I'm wrong. So simple trade, quick, little scalp. On to the day now. Move on to the next account as we come right back down to the very same VWAP. And now we have 40 minutes until the open. So the game plan for today, for anyone that's new, we're going to, like I said, jump over to ASFX TV. First month free. You can head here. You can see all the upcoming live streams. There's 2 today, as there is on all Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So we'll have our morning stream and an afternoon stream. So just click the link down below or head to ASFX TV here and put in code FIRST, and you can join for free. But let's go there now. And you'll see. We'll wait for the first 15 minutes to shake out to give us that bias for the day. And hopefully it's a little bit cleaner than the last 2 days. If you haven't seen, back-to-back red. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's why it was nice to get this W today. Back-to-back red days, Monday, Tuesday, small. And this is actually, I made money on a long, but this day was really minus 600 on that account. Because this is a different account that I caught the W on. So that account still was actually 640 on the day, red. Although I ended the day overall 160 red, that one account was still 600. And then that one account the next day was really 350. So I'm not fully out of it yet because we lost, 6 and 4. It's called an even grand. And I just made 5. So we're still 500 red on that account. And then this other account is up 470, right? So just play for the end of the week, end of the month. I don't even care. The accounts are floating, they're reds, they're green. Just keep on going. Keep on going. But we can go into yesterday's real quick. Yesterday's long off of the VWAPs, off the overnight VWAP. Now, after the open, here's our New York one in blue. We're above every single one. So the longs would have paid back here on the first break above New York to the top of range, also fighting this daily VWAP. So I don't love that, but it is in play. People made money on it. Great, cool. But it breaks out. Let me get a retest to VWAP. We get that. Let's go make the next higher high. I was wrong. Trend's not bullish. We're not continuing bullish, I should say. It looks bullish, but the trend just doesn't want to continue long, so I lose money. But had I been on the right side of trend, this is the price I wanted. So I can sleep at night with this loss, but I do think I could have maybe looked to cut it a little bit sooner, somewhere beneath both of these VWAPs now, as ES was already breaking lower. Some of you may be taking that short. So some good lessons to pull from it, regardless whether you won or lost, took it flat. But let's take a look at this one, because this is the real lessons on the day. This isn't exactly my long. I longed it back here, right? But just similar. If you're longing it off these two VWAPs, trades back up, you're going to see this as a higher high, pull back higher low, break for a higher high. You love the long. So don't tell me you don't love the long there. But when it breaks below, longs are cooked. So then you got now full VWAP alignment with these two at least for shorts, that there's money in that move for sure. I'm just not going to make that money because I'm still in my long. But then you shouldn't be over risked in that first trade. So your day doesn't need to be ruined because you took a loss. That's not how this should work ever. Unless you put the max drawdown on that one trade, then that's your fault. But then it pulls back to the same New York VWAP, lower high, New York VWAP, lower high. You could scalp somebody down there, scalp some money down there. You're not going to catch this whole move. Just trade it back down to this low and catch some money there. So if you're flexible and pivoting with the new information, sellers took control. I was wrong on the longs. Let me look for shorts now. Sellers are in control. And you still sell it off the same VWAP you're looking to long it off of. And I think even in the afternoon, I had another small scalp. What is that, Tuesday? Yeah. This small little baby scalp off the New York VWAP again, saying there's a lower high probably going to form here again. I don't know why we would move higher, but I'm not expecting a breakout lower this late in the day because we've already been pretty trendy. So I took a little bit out of it once it pumped with some volatility. I was like, what was that? Is this going to flip on me? What news was that? If it was even news, I don't know if it was, but got out of that for a small win. But just follow structure, follow the VWAPs, be flexible. Sometimes long it, sometimes short it. Nate caught the long, nice 38 to 50. Is that today? 38? Yeah, 138 maybe, I assume. Took the same loss yesterday. I wasn't on stream, but it was good to know we took the same long. I mean, you don't always want to take the same trade as me. Not these past 2 days. That's for damn sure. That's for sure. What did we do on Monday? I think Mondays was a little bit better. Not really. I mean, VWAP-wise, hopefully, my entries are consistent. They're at the VWAP. So I can sleep at night pretty well. That I'm not chasing shit. I'm not putting a bad stop loss. But looking back on it, still, though, if this had moved higher, I know it's not a game of ifs, but like really, if this were to continue the bullish trend that we've clearly been having, right? This is on Monday. All last week was bullish. I'm not selling it. I'm not in a bearish trend mindset. If this holds this overnight, breaks back above New York and moves back towards these highs, that's the textbook mid-range trade. But maybe being picky because it did lose, there is some weakness here of buyers forming the high. Buyers take New York here. Couldn't make a higher high from there. So that's the first start of our lower highs. Couldn't really take it here. Couldn't take it there. So it's the start of lower highs on top for sure with these lower lows. So kind of fighting structure, right? So we can see that now clearly. So that's why it's not the best on Monday, but it's not terrible. And then yesterday, trying the longs again, and we just weren't ready to move higher. The longs were struggling. They weren't easy, and they're not always going to be printing easy like they have been the last week or so. So you just take it on the face and move forward. Look at yesterday. Yeah. But depending on how today shakes out, of course, you zoom out, we're still very, very bullish. It's going to take so much to not be bullish, like trend-wise. Obviously, we could look for shorts on any given day, but like since last week, Monday, what point would the structure start looking like it's bearish? Because to me, this still is like a higher low, higher low, higher low. Like it's still forming more bullish than bearish. But yes, there's going to be bearish days in this bullish trend. So those are the days to try to capitalize on. Yesterday was a bearish day, but it could just be the pullback day for more rise to come back in. Or it may not be done pulling back. Who the hell knows? So there's money to be made to the downside. So can't just fling the longs every day or expect to win those every day. Nice, Nate. Nice. Yeah, quick long, in and out, pre-market. Get on a good note. I mean, this thing ripped way higher than my entry or my exit. But that's fine. Take your base hit. I'm close to max profit on that account that was already red this week. So just keep base hitting away there. Who knows where we'll be on Friday, next Tuesday, the Wednesday after that. It's like, I don't care. You can't be too zoomed in on 2 days this month when the week is still fine, the month is still fine, the quarter is still fine, the year, like everything's still fine. It's 2 days. Let's relax. Like you could easily question yourself, like 2 losing days. Do I forget how to read the markets? Like, do I forget how to trade? What is going on? I can't hit shit. Like the shit is just terrible. But it's like, I think you're fine. Your previous weeks have been pretty good. And then you go back to March. I think I know how to win. So it's just about getting back on the horse. Simple as that. Control the size of the red days. These green days will come. They will follow. Just control these. Don't make this a -3 grand, -3 grand. Buy a new account on Wednesday. Because then all this is for waste. You know, if that was like building a buffer, losing all of it on 2 days, then we got a problem. That's a big problem. Because then, yeah, this was really all for nothing if you just threw it away in 2 days, but I didn't. So we're chilling. We are fine. And it's a nice little reality check. I've been winning a lot, clearly. So it's a nice little reality check of like, all right, don't get too hot now. Don't get overconfident. We'll smack you in the face. Hit you with back-to-back losses. Both of this makes sense yesterday. It feels like forever, and I'm not going to argue that. Like, let's just box off this low to this first pullback to New York, right? Like in here, that's a while before it really breaks out. So again, I'm not expecting to bag this part of the trade, but this low was set at 11 and it gets back down to that low at 1. So that's 2 hours of just playing within this bullshit. But there is money to be made on it if you get close to view up. But let's say you do sell it here and you don't get out at this low, you're probably sitting in all of this to then finally try to get back down. So it is a pain in the ass for sure. For sure. That's not what our best trades look like. They're normally a little bit quicker than that. But now that you look back on the day, you're like, oh, yeah. And markups look so quick, right? It's like, oh, yeah, you sell it here. It never looked bullish because you never spent any time above these VWAPs. So there was no doubt that it was bearish. But when you're in it and it's taking that long, you definitely start questioning yourself. So that's why markups are always so funny. It looks like, oh, yeah, easy short. Just sell it here and just sell it there. And it is true. But sitting through it and actually executing that well without bailing too soon, moving your stop loss, questioning, reversing, all that bullshit. That's the challenge. Mike, what's up? Gabriel, what's up? Good morning. We got 25 minutes or so until ASFX TV stream. So like I said, make sure you join. You get access to all the live streams, all the recordings of the live streams, Zach's as well as the 3 courses on here. Zach's, mine, Austin's beginner course. This is free for anybody, whether you're signed up or not. You guys can all go watch 101 here, especially if you've never traded futures. This is going to be for you, of like how to journal, how to set up your trading view, entry process, what is the VWAP. So like this is step 1, how to do a chart markup. I'm not going to hold your hand through that, but Austin will. I will not. That's too beginner. So there's that. That's free for anyone, whether you sign up or not. You head here to ASFX TV, you could watch that. But then 2.0, it's still free, but after you sign up for free. Sound good? Very nice. Yeah, I think the BSC was hitting the longs too. Looking good, looking good. Yeah, Ben had a long one overnight. Anything in London? Nope. But we're holding this overnight view up. I'm not going to take another trade here pre-market. Now being 20 minutes until the open, I'm good on that. But we are holding above this value area high. We are well above POC, and it's been all buyers overnight. So just keep an eye on that. How's ES looking like in relation? Same thing. Actually rejects the value area high, but still above POC. So where would I really become a seller? Probably below POC. And I might want to go get that. I think it already has engaged it. So that might not be on the table like rule-wise 80% of the time, but we'll keep an eye on that. I think the toughest thing is, let's rewind it. Let's go back this whole week. We got some time. We got some time. Bear with me. Anyone that wants to know this stuff. 9. Let's go to 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on Monday. I don't think I need to, but let's zoom back out to last week. Fucking bullish. Okay. I think we see that. So it's bullish. We've been bullish. I'm not going to predict the top and try to sell it, but let's come in here. This is what our open looks like. Pre-market into the open. This is now 9:45. It's about to be 10 o'clock. It's been all higher highs and higher lows, but notice there's no pullback to this daily VWAP. How I made money off it long today, it's similar to this, to that, to that. And when it is far away from it for a little bit of time, I do like to see pullbacks to it because we know it likes to. It doesn't just rip away from it forever. It normally likes to pull back closer and then, yeah, maybe further again. So that's one thing. It has been pretty overextended. Another thing now looking back at it was this previous day's New York VWAP, smacking it in the face. But it was the same idea of like, I think we've longed to pull back here. It's like, if this goes higher, yeah, it's been all buyers in control. But if it comes lower, you're like, yeah, it was pretty high up, pretty overextended, right? That I was right, I think, on my long bias because the money was made short for a little bit to the downside, but for how long? Really, this hour, 45 minutes, this was the money short. That was it. And then it held VWAP and defended that bullish bias that I have and the bullish structure. So I was right on looking for longs. They just didn't pay because I was a little bit too high. And there was some shorts to be made first, right? Did everyone see that and get that? So when you take a losing long, it's not like, oh shit, it was bearish. Not necessarily. Or there was money to be made short, but just not very long that you want to be looking for shorts forever because they don't run forever. The trend's actually bullish. Buyers step back in and defended us back up. So I ended up long it here and we end the day there. All right. Shit. Whatever. So that's why it's just like, yeah, it was a fine trade. Maybe a little bit high, but I was on the right side of trend, I think. Just a little bit deeper of a pullback. So that was Monday. Make sense? Make sense? Any confusion? Hopefully not. Let's do that again yesterday. I was on NQ, so I guess we could do it on either one, but we were just on ES there. So let's go back to 10:15 here yesterday. So we saw that Monday did, in fact, end bullish. Fuck, it did get back up there. That's crazy. But then all overnight again, what happened just like today? Small money scalps, small money, small money, small money. Off this daily VWAP, the same one I longed it off of this morning. And then where's our open? So our open actually comes in underneath the daily VWAP, which is the black one. Unlike that last markup was above it. But that's why I don't chase the shorts at the open because it just pinned the previous day's New York VWAP looking like, yep, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. It's still higher highs and higher lows. We even made the higher high, right? So this thing is still moving higher. As far as I'm concerned, this thing is still very bullish. So that's why I'm going to try the longs because if I'm long here, even though I was long on the 1 minute, if this moves back higher, yeah, why wouldn't it? It looks like it wants to. I have full VWAP alignment for the longs now. I'm above every value area level, POC, structure. Like, what? I'm not going to be a seller here, but there just was no buyers. Sellers did, in fact, step in. Shit. Fuck. That didn't look probable. It looked pretty bullish. So that's why you eat the loss on the long. But I think it was worth a try because you guys are too worried about trying to be right every time, where I'm just playing the same probabilities and the same VWAP setups and the same structure every time. I'm not trying to be right every time. I'm just trying to take the same setup every time. The losers will come in, but the longs will step back in and the wins will follow twice as much as the losses. And then you get out yesterday, crawling back higher again today. Pretty ugly week. But we held that low nice. I think NQ was maybe even more clean. Yeah, you mark off like Monday's low right to that low, bounce right back up. So still bullish. Did we make a small new high week there on NQ? Maybe not quite, but we're at this overnight VWAP. Not going to take another trade with 25 minutes until the open. So we'll wait until ASFX TV. We'll go over my pre-market trade again, but pretty simple. Just scalp off the overnight VWAP, follow the structure. But that's why, again, I'm going to have to be flexible and sell it if it's telling me to. But like if this moves a little bit lower, and I just chase a short, there's a chance there's a higher low here, and we just try to work back higher. That's the only hesitation I have on shorts. They're just very short-lived sometimes. Yesterday was a little bit more sustained, for sure. But like I said on Monday, the money to be made short lasted an hour, and then it was right back up. So we'll just stay on top.
Hello, Evan. Hello, everyone. Good morning.
How we doing?
We're living. How are you?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Markup you sent earlier, the ES minis, big dog.
Big dog.
The value area high is way different.
Yeah.
Way up there.
Yeah.
And on NQ, we're right on it. And
this was
the minis on ES was a little bit different looking.
This was the trade I took off the value area high back to the overnight VWAP. 3 minis, 51 to 44.
Yeah, and if you look on the micros, that value area high doesn't look anything like that.
Really?
Yeah, you broke well through it.
That's interesting.
That's why I was like, wait, what? And NQ has been above it. Micros went above it, but you're selling it off of what you're seeing on the minis. So it is interesting how all three are kind of different.
Yeah. I'm up now on this account over halfway. This is the Lucid account that I just started yesterday. So now I'm at 55.4. So I got to get to 59. I'm up 1,800 today. Finished yesterday up like $3,000. I was scalping with Alex on Prop Firm Match TV in the afternoon. So got it up $3K yesterday. I did put it in my trade, Zella. I know we talked about putting evals and not putting evals in. I'm putting it in. Yeah.
Makes it look nice and beefy.
Yeah. 7 trades yesterday.
Eesh.
Yeah. But we're working. Yeah, it should be a good stream today. Do some giveaways from Top 1 today. Got Killzone this afternoon. I got this guy outside spraying my lawn, so it's an exciting day. Finally, step 1 of trying to kill all the weeds and all the clover in my lawn to make my lawn look nice. But it's funny because it's Earth Day, so Riley is like dying on the inside. She's like, I can't believe you're spraying chemicals all over my grass on Earth Day. And I told her, I was like, it's not going to kill the dandelions. I know you love the dandelions. Those dandelions are fucking dead, everybody. They're fucking toast. It's killing all the weeds. It's killing all of them.
Yeah,
but you know what?
Those things.
Sacrifices have to be made, brother. Because I got weeds the size of your mom's butt coming out of my lawn, dude. It's crazy. So someone needs to tame this thing. So
yeah, nothing worse than like the yellow dandelions when you just get a field of those.
Honestly, she likes those. It's not that, bro. It's
the white ones that are nice.
I got clover everywhere. You can't even see grass. The clover just grows so fast it overtakes everything. Yeah, I had this short last night. After it moved up to start the Asian session, I thought it would trade into a range. It didn't. It moved higher. So I brought the TP up to like basically overnight VWAP. I got in at 37 out at 33.
Was that a manual exit? What time is that?
No, it was TP. I moved the TP up. It hit it in the middle of the night.
At
midnight. Yep.
All right.
Just took a small win out of it. Yeah, we got a first timer in the hot seat today for the Black Shirt Club today. So
that'll be good.
There you go, getting some lift now.
909.
Right off of overnight VWAP.
Little pre-market noise.
Little pre-market juice.
We like that. I want to see signs of buyers. Keep them in. They've betrayed me the last 2 days, but we're friends again today.
We got Pam last night buying a ticket for the VIP dinner, so now we have like 37 people coming to the VIP dinner.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, back down.
Nice and beefy.
Nice, Nate. Crushing it, Scalpy. I was watching the hockey last night. So many fights. I love playoff hockey.
I love it, dude. I fucking
love
so
many fights. The penalty box and the Lightning game was like packed to the brim with like 4 guys each.
I went to bed at like 1 o'clock because I fell asleep on the couch and Riley was up taking a leak and she was like, what were you doing? And I was like, watching sports. She's like, there's no sports on right now. I'm like, well, I was watching sports till I fell asleep on the couch. You know what I'm saying? With my neck cranked over and shit.
Yeah.
But it's playoffs. What do you want to do? You
Tampa went to OT. That was a nice one.
Yep.
Didn't watch the end
Yeah.
of the Vegas one because that started at like 10.
Yeah,
What
I
was
can't
it?
do the West Coast ones. That's definitely not going to
No.
happen.
Even the basketball. I haven't seen the Laker games, but they're up 2-0.
The problem with
LeBron
the
James.
basketball is like I can't justify watching it because it doesn't matter until the last 10 minutes of the game. Nothing matters. And you could be down by 20 points, and I've seen games flip in the last 10 minutes. So it's like, what's the point of watching all 3 quarters? There's no fighting. There's no drama. You can't even smack somebody without getting a whistle. It's just,
Yeah.
it's not a fun
Oh,
sport to
there's
watch.
whistles out the ass.
There's
It
whistles
is
out the
insane.
ass, dude. It's not fun to watch. I would argue basketball and baseball are the 2 least fun sports to watch. Constantly fouling each other, constantly timeouts, constant standing around. It's a bunch of fucking boring bullshit.
Yeah.
Hockey,
Yeah.
though, hockey's amazing. Hockey to watch, playoff hockey, hockey's the best.
Yeah, because like every possession really matters because like
Really matters.
1-goal game can quickly just be tied and it's like, oh fuck, we're back in it. You're not
You
down
can
by
see,
20.
like the momentum and the shifts of like these guys are playing really well, these guys are not playing well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then you get the fights.
You get the fight.
Everything.
Yep.
They kill a power play and you're like, oh, whoa.
Flyers are nice at the power play kill. I don't know why.
Yeah, you got 2-0 on that. That should be, you said tomorrow?
Yeah, no, tonight, Wednesday, Saturday.
Oh, yeah, 2-day break after today.
Yeah, Wednesday, Saturday, baby. We're locked in. You
I
got
normally just root for the home team, whatever
Yeah.
game I'm watching, because I don't give a fuck. The Rangers are out of it. I normally just root for the home team because like when they score, it's just so much more electric with the crowd and the noise. So like I always try to see as many goals from the home team because then those just get hype.
I know, but when you're the Flyers in Pittsburgh taking goals, it's like taking their soul, sucking the air out of the venue. Yeah.
Just like just so quiet. You're like, ah. But when they get hyped, that horn sounds, you're like, I'm not even a freaking Utah Mammoth fan, but I am right now.
Dude, I don't even know who the Utah Mammoth are. Like,
Yeah, they're brand new.
Right. Yeah, so short 37 to 33 last night, and then short 51 to 44 here. Hold on, gotta answer this.
You like the tough money, chat. He likes the tough money. 5th day in a row here. Can't even tell you guys how much I've learned already. Nice, Nate. Beautiful. And that was a very quick scalp. Fucking right back down already. You said like something like 140 to 149. It's a good exit. Could be very intriguing to want to hold it. Say, oh shit, we're going higher. I don't think you could have got much better of an exit with how quick it was moving. So well done. Well done. But we got 10 minutes until we shut this down and head over to ASFX TV. I'm actually probably going to switch accounts today. I was just keeping this one on so you can see the trade. But it's up 510. And actually, the consistency score on these ones are 570. Not to confuse anybody. But these are the top one futures account instant fundeds, which are, I think, still 50% off if you don't need one yourself. But I took a payout on them last month on 4 of them. And I'm trying to take another payout on the same account. So I got to $3,000. You take out $2,500. With the $2,500 taken out, I have $400 of drawdown because it can't go below now $50,100. And so I survived that $400 of drawdown left, built them back up. But since the target was to make $2,500 the second go around, stay with me now. $2,500. 20% consistency rule on 2,500 is what, 500? Yeah, 500. It's 500, not 600. 20% consistency rule, $600 for $3,000. But since you need a lower profit target on the second go around for the second payout, I was still going for max profit days of 600 like I was used to. So I was like, oh shit. So once I made $2,500, thinking I reached the target, I need a little bit more still. So I was like, ah, shit. Because my biggest day was 570. So what's 570 times 5? I need to make like 2,800 instead of 2,500. Make sense? But so either way, I'm up 510. My max profit's really only 570. So I can make another $60 on this account, but I don't give a shit. Leave that one alone. Either switch to another TOF. I made a YouTube video last night. I think I might have the picture still. Probably do. Yeah, let's pull this up. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. This is my TPT account, and you'll see it in maybe tomorrow's YouTube video, Friday. My TPT account, I'm going to take out $1,200. And then I'll still have $2,000 of a buffer in there, so that's pretty normal having $2,000 left in there. The goal was to take out more to like build it a little bit larger, but I don't really trade it that much. You can see I've had it since March 22nd. It's literally a month ago. A month ago from the day, and I've only traded it 8 times because my focus is on the top 1 features accounts, taking those to a second round of payouts to make another 10K. So like with the focus being split, I don't trade these every day. I only really trade them when I hit max profit on my TOFs. And once I hit the 2 red days this week, even though I made back some of it today, I was like, we're playing with fire here. Getting a little annoyed. I get annoyed. I don't like losing either. Even though it is fine to lose, I'm just like, what the fuck? 2 days in a row? Maybe I should just take this money out before I do something stupid. So I was like, I'll just take the payout. Rather than be stupid and then lose this payout. You know, feed yourself. And I'll still have $2,000 in there to try to build it up again. But yeah, there's that. I had to block out the password for you little rats. Instant funded or ignite. So I'm on the instant funded, the ones I've been taking payouts on. And those are the ones that I'm saying are still 50% off as far as I know. Yeah. So they're still 50% off here if you use my code. So those are those, but the ignites are also another great option if you don't want to spend as much. Lower profit target, but lower payout as well. You take $1,000 payout on these 50Ks and a $2,500 on these 50Ks. So that's why. How do I normally typically cycle through my accounts? Depends on how much I love the trade. If I love the trade, I'll hit it on the account closest to payout. If I'm like, I like it, I just don't love it, I'm going to protect the account that's closest to payout and take it on one that's a little bit further. But also, I like the trade, so I'm going to try to get that account a little bit closer to payout as well. Right? So I'm inching them all a little bit closer. But since I don't love the trade, that best account is still safe. And it's not a perfect recipe. Sometimes I'll take a win and I'm like, I wish that was on the big account. But can't pick and choose. No, not every other day. No. I took a win on this one pre-market, which I don't always do. But so now this account's done for the day. I'll switch to another one. I have plenty of accounts. Plenty of accounts. Plenty of accounts. I think 2 of these are breached, but they're still on there. Plenty of accounts. Makes sense? So yeah, we'll take the TPT payout later this afternoon. Top 1 futures one. I need another $1,200 because of these stupid red days. Bastards. It's all right. Well, yeah, Bobby, just don't lose, and you won't lose all your accounts. But yeah, copy trading, I think it's definitely good. I've done it before. I'll probably go back to it, doing it again at some point as well. Just right now, I'm not in that phase. So, I mean, if you're copy trading, you don't need to risk as much per account. You could make those more conservative because all your eggs are in one basket. So it should take you a while to lose all those accounts because that's all you got. So you don't want to risk losing that account in like a week because then you risk losing all your accounts in a week. But if you're single trading them, maybe you could be a little bit more aggressive and you might lose an account in a week, but then you still have other 2 or 3. Right now you can copy trade 5 with the instant funded. So that's all. Copy trading burnt me too many times on tilt. Yeah, so you're just not ready for it. You got to start learning to handle losses better and how you perceive risk. Of like, yeah, I lost $1,200 on the day. Oh my God. But it was like $300 per account. My account has $2,000 worth of drawdown. $300 is nothing. I'm fine. But if you can't look at it that way, then yeah, you'll struggle with it. So in due time. We're getting some little pushes here, a little volatility. What's with these wicks? What are we missing? Where's my news anchor? But we'll go into stream in 5 minutes. So last call for questions, comments, anything you guys got. We're pushing up here. Let's check the juice. I tell you guys every day, but if you guys aren't going to join ASFX TV today, that's fine. I like to watch Financial Juice for my news, not Forex Factory. I'm not a dinosaur, but I got nothing on here. You'll see it on the red news. Probably have to go back till yesterday. If you go to yesterday, you'll see the breaking news and the market reacting. This is what I keep open on a tab above me for the breaking news and things like that. And then you still get the scheduled news on the left, like you would on Forex Factory anyways. So this is what I keep open to see. Well, there you go. 9:20. It's 9:20 right now. Iran talks possible as soon as Friday. New York Post. So that's why we're pushing higher here. So now you know. And it's free. I have the free version. You see, I'm delayed. I think it's like $1,000 a year. Fuck that. Give me my news 20 seconds late. It's fine. It's not like I'm gonna trade off it. I just want to know. So what I do is I still have my 2 instant funded that I cycle a couple of payouts. Baller. My size is much smaller, but the copy traded accounts are evals. Oh yeah. Fuck those. Fling those things. Do. Sound good? Everyone comfortable? Everyone got a good game plan for the day? Longs until further notice, but be careful. Obviously, we could find money short if it calls for it, but just look at the way we respected this view up all overnight. And we went over on the beginning of stream, if you were here, Monday as well. It pays here. It pays. It pays. It pays. It pays. Don't fucking fight it. Doesn't mean just blindly buy it once you get down there. But if you see this level be respected, recognize the trend, play in the direction that VWAPs are pointing towards, get a good stop loss, and boom. Boom. So we'll keep taking the same trades we have all week. Good stop loss, reasonable risk, great entries off of VWAP. Don't go too crazy. It's only Wednesday. Still got the rest of the week to turn your week around, myself included. Like I said, I was right on Monday, Tuesday. I took a nice winner this morning. Who the hell knows? I might have another winner later on stream. Beautiful trade Thursday, beautiful Friday. I'm like, dude, I'm up $1,000 this week. What was I so worried about on Monday, Tuesday? It's like it never even happened. But when you're so zoomed in on the day and you can't put it behind you, you're like, oh my God, I lost 350. My world's crumbling. I'm never going to recover. I suck. A little dramatic. It's a tad dramatic. How was your last week when we were going nothing but up? Oh, it was beautiful. Come on now. Come on now. All green. Even the week prior. My first losing day in over a month, controlled. It's also a weird day. It like stopped me out midway, but I was fine with it because that was a choppy day as well, I believe. But yeah, that's why we're fine. So why we're fine. If I filter this from last month, March, when my streak started, 91% day win rate, 34-3. We're fine. Profit factor, we're fine. Trade win percentage, 82. We're fine. I just took 2 red days in a row. But it's just 2 red days amongst the sea of green. So we're fine. We're fine. But yeah, nothing changed since the execution of last week. The follow through of the trades themselves were different. Duh. They're not going to print the same every day. So it's like, I haven't switched anything up. I took the same setup. So just sometimes going to lose. I'm sometimes just going to be flat out wrong on the read, on the trend. And then other days I'll be right. But like, as long as I keep playing VWAPs, keep playing on the right side of VWAP, we're good. As long as I don't long it up here, get stopped out, then it goes higher without me, that's stupid. As long as I don't see this big bearish bar and sell it against the VWAPs and structure, we're good. Right? So just control the things you can. Repeat what you know pays you the most. Of like, yeah, we're building bullish structure above VWAPs. I should be looking for longs. Then we're fine. Alrighty. So I appreciate you guys hanging with me pre-market. If you want to join AceFX TV, like I said, it's absolutely free. We're going to do some giveaways today and on Friday. We always do it on Fridays. Then you got to be a member. But you can head to my X, my YouTube, anywhere. Click the link in my bio, and you'll see AceFX TV here. Use code FIRST. First month free. You get everything. And then here's all the discounts on all my shit. But you get everything. The strategy and the live streams. Let's open that up. There's everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So I'll see you guys on there. Let's have a great Wednesday. Trade safe. I'll see you on AceFX TV.